Imagine a world where your presence is so impactful that even your absence leaves a lasting impression. Picture the kind of influence where people feel your presence in the room even when you're not physically there, where the echo of your absence is louder than the noise of others' presence. This idea, deeply rooted in the philosophy of Stoicism, challenges us to rethink how we engage with the world and the people around us. It teaches us that it's not always the loudest voices or the most constant presence that leave the deepest marks. Sometimes, it's the quiet, thoughtful spaces we leave behind that resonate the most. The teachings of the Stoics encourage us to cultivate a presence that is so meaningful, so enriching, that when we are not around, our absence is felt as a profound silence, a silence that speaks volumes, a space eager to be filled with the memory of who we are. Now, this concept isn't about manipulation or creating an artificial persona. Far from it. It's about genuinely enriching your life and the lives of those around you so that your presence becomes something to be cherished, something people look forward to and miss when it's not there. Let's delve into this further with the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers. He once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Think about that for a moment. This isn't just a poetic expression, it's a profound call to action. It's about creating ripples in the lives of others that continue to resonate long after we're gone. It's about living in such a way that our actions, our words, and even our silences leave a lasting impact. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can learn to leave a lasting impression, not just through our actions, but through the very essence of who we are. In the complex web of human relationships, independence shines as a beacon of strength and freedom. But what does independence really mean in this context? Stoicism teaches us the virtue of self-sufficiency, not as a means of distancing ourselves from others, but as a way to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. It's about creating a rich and diverse personal life that naturally draws others to us. This kind of independence isn't about being emotionally distant, rather, it's about creating a life so full and satisfying that others are drawn to it, intrigued by the depth and richness of our experiences. It's about living a life that is so fulfilling that others want to be a part of it. Let me share a story to illustrate this. Imagine a person who spends their time cultivating a variety of interests. Perhaps they are an avid reader, a painter, a hiker, or a musician. They have a life that is full of passion and purpose. When others see this, they are naturally drawn to this person, not because this person is constantly seeking attention, but because their life is so interesting, so vibrant, that others want to share in it. This is the kind of independence that Stoicism celebrates, a life lived with purpose and passion that naturally attracts others. Engaging in hobbies and personal interests is one of the most powerful ways to shape our identity and make ourselves more interesting and engaging to others. Whether it's painting, climbing mountains, writing, or any other passion, these activities add layers to our character and contribute to a sense of independence and self-sufficiency. At the same time, nurturing relationships and maintaining social connections are vital aspects of a well-rounded life. These connections ground us, making us more relatable and approachable, qualities that are highly valued in any relationship. Think about how these hobbies and interests shape who you are. When you're passionate about something, that passion shines through in everything you do. It makes you more engaging, more interesting, and more attractive to others. It's not about being the best at something, it's about being genuinely interested and engaged in something that brings you joy. This joy, this passion, is contagious. It draws others to you, not because you're trying to impress them, but because they are naturally drawn to your enthusiasm and joy. Stoic wisdom also suggests that true happiness is not found in external validation, but in cultivating inner wealth. This is a powerful idea, especially in today's world where so much of our self-worth is tied to external factors, our job titles, our social status, our appearance. But Stoicism teaches us that true happiness comes from within. It comes from pursuing our own goals and interests, from living a life that is true to who we are, rather than trying to live up to the expectations of others. When we pursue our own goals and interests, we not only enrich our lives but also become more dynamic and inspiring figures to those around us. This approach to life relieves the pressure on our relationships, allowing them to thrive in a more natural and fulfilling way. When we chase our own ambitions, whether they are career-oriented, academic, or related to personal growth, we demonstrate initiative and purpose. This pursuit not only fuels our self-esteem and happiness but also makes us more attractive and engaging to others. Let's consider the impact of living a life that is true to ourselves. When we are true to who we are, when we pursue our own goals and interests, we become more confident, more self-assured, and more attractive to others. This confidence, this self-assurance, is magnetic. It draws others to us, not because we are trying to impress them, but because they are drawn to our authenticity, our passion, and our purpose. This is the kind of life that Stoicism encourages us to live, a life that is true to who we are, a life that is filled with purpose and passion. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the importance of living in the moment, embracing each experience as if it were our last. This is a powerful concept, especially in today's fast-paced world where we are constantly distracted by our phones, our emails, our to-do lists. But Stoicism teaches us to slow down, to be present, to fully engage with the moment. This approach allows us to transform simple interactions into memorable experiences that deepen our relationships over time. It's not just about having fun or being entertaining. It's about building meaningful connections that resonate long after the moment has passed. Imagine the simple act of sharing a spontaneous trip or cooking an exotic meal together. These aren't just leisure activities, they are opportunities to create shared experiences that are both enriching and transformative. Each moment spent discovering a new landscape or flavor is a moment where barriers are broken and genuine connection blossoms. It's in these moments that we create lasting memories, memories that strengthen our relationships and deepen our connections with others. Effective communication is another cornerstone of healthy relationships, and Stoicism teaches us the value of quality over quantity in our interactions. It's not about how often we communicate or the length of our conversations, but about the thoughtfulness and intention behind our words. By balancing our presence and absence, we can create a dynamic where both partners feel valued and respected. This doesn't mean overwhelming the other person with constant attention, but rather creating a rhythm in your interactions that feels natural and enjoyable. Consider the impact of thoughtful communication. When we take the time to really listen, to really engage with what the other person is saying, we create a connection that goes beyond words. We create a bond that is based on mutual respect, understanding, and empathy. This is the kind of communication that Stoicism encourages, a communication that is thoughtful, intentional, and meaningful. In today's digital age, social media offers us a unique platform to maintain connections and spark curiosity. By applying Stoic principles to how we present ourselves online, we can create an engaging and reflective narrative that enriches our relationships. Social media should not just be a means of broadcasting our daily lives, it can be a carefully curated expression of our journey through life. Stoicism teaches us the value of discretion and meaningful communication, which are particularly relevant in the context of online interactions. Think about how you present yourself online. Are you sharing things that are meaningful, that reflect who you are and what you value? Or are you simply broadcasting your life for the sake of validation? Stoicism encourages us to be thoughtful and intentional in how we present ourselves online. It encourages us to share our journey, our experiences, in a way that is meaningful and reflective of who we are. This kind of online presence is not just about gaining followers or likes, it's about creating a narrative that is true to who we are, a narrative that enriches our relationships and deepens our connections with others. The concept of planned absence is another powerful tool in maintaining and deepening relationships. By consciously choosing to step back occasionally, we allow our partners and friends to reflect on our presence and miss us. This doesn't mean withholding affection or engagement as a strategy, but rather cultivating a healthy dynamic where both parties can value their individuality and personal growth. When we take time for ourselves, we also give others the opportunity to appreciate our presence more fully when we return. Let's think about the power of absence for a moment. When we are constantly present, constantly available, our presence can become taken for granted. But when we step back, when we allow others the space to miss us, our presence becomes more valuable, more cherished. This is not about playing games or manipulating others. It's about creating a healthy balance in our relationships, a balance where both partners can value their individuality and personal growth. This balance, this space, allows the relationship to grow and deepen in a way that is natural and fulfilling. Surprises and the art of building anticipation are other effective ways to keep relationships vibrant and exciting. Thoughtfully planned moments, whether a surprise dinner or a simple, unexpected gift, can create a sense of ongoing excitement and growing desire. These surprises are not just about the immediate joy they bring, they are about creating moments that stand out as bright spots in someone's memory. They build a sense of wonder and excitement about what might come next, keeping the relationship fresh and full of life. Imagine the joy of receiving an unexpected gift or experiencing a surprise dinner. These moments create lasting memories, memories that stand out in our minds as bright spots, as moments of joy and connection. These surprises, these moments of anticipation, keep our relationships vibrant and exciting. They remind us of the joy and wonder that can be found in even the simplest of gestures, the simplest of moments. This is the kind of relationship that Stoicism encourages, a relationship that is filled with moments of joy, wonder, and connection. As we conclude this journey, it's important to remember that every interaction we choose to engage in can echo in eternity. By cherishing the moments we share with others, creating meaningful memories, and always leaving people wanting a bit more of our presence, we can transform our relationships and enrich our lives in profound and lasting ways. Stoic wisdom offers us timeless strategies for building relationships that are deep, meaningful, and enduring. So, as you go forward from this moment, remember the power of your presence, the impact of your absence, and the value of living a life that is true to who you are. Embrace the silence of your absence and let it speak volumes about the person you are. Let your actions, your words, and even your silences create ripples that will continue to resonate long after you're gone. This is the legacy of Stoicism, a legacy of living a life that is meaningful, enriching, and impactful. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Stoicism and its applications in modern relationships. If these ideas resonated with you, I encourage you to continue your journey of self-discovery and connection. Stay connected with our community, and keep nurturing your relationships with intention and depth. Until next time, remember that the impact you leave behind can be as powerful, if not more so, than the presence you bring into a room. Embrace the silence of your absence and let it speak volumes about the person you are. Engagement with the world and those around us. It challenges the notion that only the loudest voices or the most incessant presences create lasting impressions. Often, it is the quiet, contemplative spaces we leave behind that echo most profoundly. The Stoics urge us to cultivate a presence so meaningful and enriching that, in our absence, our departure is felt as a profound silence, a silence brimming with significance, a void eager to be filled by the memory of who we are. This concept is not about manipulation or fabricating an artificial persona. Rather, it's about genuinely enriching your life and the lives of those around you, transforming your presence into something to be cherished, a presence that people look forward to and deeply miss when it's gone. Let us delve deeper with the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher. He once articulated, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Reflect on this for a moment. This is not merely a poetic sentiment, it's a profound call to action. It speaks to the idea of creating ripples in the lives of others that continue to reverberate long after we are gone. It's about living in a manner that ensures our actions, words, and even our moments of silence leave an enduring impact. By embracing Stoic principles, we can strive to leave an enduring legacy, not just through our deeds but through the very essence of our being. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, independence emerges as a beacon of strength and freedom. But what does true independence mean in this context? Stoicism imparts the virtue of self-sufficiency, not as a means of isolating ourselves from others but as a method of enriching our lives and those around us. It's about cultivating a rich, diverse personal life that naturally attracts others to us. By embodying this principle, we not only enhance our own existence but also create a magnetic presence that draws people in, enriching their lives as well as our own. In a world increasingly driven by external validation and the constant noise of social media, Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. It challenges us to turn inward, to focus on the cultivation of inner wealth rather than the pursuit of fleeting, external rewards. This philosophy teaches that true contentment and fulfillment come not from the accumulation of material possessions or the approval of others, but from a deep sense of self-awareness and purpose. This inward focus is not about isolation, but about fostering a stronger, more resilient connection with the world around us. By prioritizing our inner growth, we become more grounded, more authentic, and more capable of forming meaningful connections with others. This authenticity is magnetic. It draws people toward us, not because we are trying to impress them, but because they are naturally attracted to our genuine passion and purpose. Consider how this philosophy can be applied to our daily interactions. When we engage with others from a place of inner strength and confidence, our conversations become more meaningful. We are not merely exchanging pleasantries, but sharing ideas, values, and experiences that resonate on a deeper level. This kind of engagement is rare in today's fast-paced world, and it leaves a lasting impression on those we interact with. Moreover, the Stoic practice of mindfulness, being fully present in the moment, enhances our ability to connect with others. In a world full of distractions, the ability to give someone our full attention is a powerful gift. It shows respect, builds trust, and creates a bond that is far more enduring than any superficial connection. By practicing mindfulness in our relationships, we ensure that each interaction is meaningful and that the time spent together is truly valuable. Stoicism also encourages us to embrace the inevitability of change. In relationships, this means recognizing that people and circumstances evolve, and that our connections with others must adapt accordingly. This perspective allows us to appreciate the present moment without clinging to it, understanding that growth often requires letting go. This acceptance of impermanence can deepen our relationships, as we learn to cherish the time we have with others without taking it for granted. Another key aspect of Stoicism is the idea of self-discipline. This principle is not about rigid control over one's life, but about making conscious choices that align with our values and long-term goals. In the context of relationships, self-discipline might mean resisting the urge to react impulsively in difficult situations, or choosing to communicate openly and honestly even when it's uncomfortable. By exercising self-discipline, we can navigate the complexities of human relationships with grace and integrity. In addition to self-discipline, Stoicism teaches the importance of humility. A Stoic approach to relationships involves acknowledging our own limitations and being open to learning from others. This humility fosters a sense of equality and mutual respect, which are the foundations of any healthy relationship. It reminds us that no matter how much we grow, there is always more to learn, and that each person we encounter has something valuable to teach us. The Stoic emphasis on gratitude also plays a vital role in relationships. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, we learn to appreciate the people in our lives and the positive experiences we share with them. This gratitude helps us to focus on the good in our relationships, rather than dwelling on the negative. It also encourages us to express our appreciation to others, strengthening our bonds and fostering a positive, supportive environment. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the value of detachment, not in the sense of being emotionally distant, but in maintaining a healthy perspective on our relationships. This detachment allows us to love and care for others deeply, without becoming overly dependent on them for our happiness. It frees us from the fear of loss and enables us to enjoy our relationships fully, without being weighed down by anxiety or insecurity. In conclusion, the principles of Stoicism offer profound insights into how we can cultivate more meaningful and lasting relationships. By focusing on inner growth, practicing mindfulness, embracing change, exercising self-discipline, maintaining humility, cultivating gratitude, and embracing detachment, we can build connections that are deep, resilient, and fulfilling. These relationships, rooted in Stoic wisdom, have the power to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us in ways that are both profound and enduring.